The starting?
For aesthetics.
That's going in.
Yep, there we go. That's it. I don't have no cool intro for today.
Jay already did
45 minutes ago.
it. Jay already did it. Brushed his eyebrows and his beard. We're good.
Yes. Everybody, welcome to Streaming Live Academy podcast number 8?
7.
I think.
7.
7. Numero 7.
I think.
Lucky number. Today we have Jay Bird, GermanLuk, Lord Cypher with his fluffy hair. Look at that beast. But anyway, let's kick it. And today's topic is going to be
Epic.
Apple versus Epic, or the other way around.
An
I hope
epic
you're
topic.
educated, boys.
Oh no!
Oh, he did
Oh
it.
boy. Okay, let's start over.
Epic topic. So guys, oh wait, this time in order to help me with the edit process, I'm gonna keep a timer and then put a bookmark every time I need to remember a specific spot. I am like a minute late. But anyway, boys,
Let's do it.
so let's first start. I don't know where to start.
Let's start
How
with the
was your day
timeline. Like what?
going? Timeline?
The timeline. Like Epic broke contract. Apple threw him out. Epic sued. And now we're in this mess.
Exactly. So the thing is, for people that are not aware and are living under a rock or are too busy with other stuff than the most important stuff in life, which is Epic Fortnite, get your priorities straight! But anyway, we got Fortnite over here. Epic is money hungry, okay?
Mhm.
And they see Apple is money hungry too. They both want money. Apple has a platform. Epic doesn't. But Epic has a game. They want their game to be tax-free. So,
Mhm.
they break a rule, put Apple on the opposite. Let me pull up some pictures while we talk about it. One of you cover it. I'm going to pull up some pictures for our viewers.
Yeah, so I guess the basic story is for Apple, as well as Google and pretty much any other platform or store out there, I mean, PlayStation, Xbox does it too, takes a 30% cut of any in-app purchases. So like if you download Fortnite on your iOS device or your Android and you buy, what's it called, V-Bucks, I think, right, in the game?
Yeah.
And then Apple has taken a 30% cut, justifying it by providing the platform and the users and whatnot. And Epic wasn't happy about it. So they broke contract. But what I thought was interesting was when they broke contract, though, and offering a 20% discount using their payment services through the app, it was only 20%. They gave the excuse, you can save with us, or you can pay the Apple tax. But the Apple tax is 30%, and they only gave you a 20% saving. Still trying to make
where's
money.
the other?
Like,
Yeah, where's that other 10%? All right.
But yeah, that's what happened. Like,
What about you, Jaber? What's okay? Yeah. What's the image of the thing? Because I already have mine. I want to hear yours. Jaber, give us the rundown
thumbnail?
of what you think.
Well, for the thumbnail for the podcast.
no, like your opinion.
The image? No. Right. Basically, the way I see it is that Epic has come along and they have basically broken the policies for the Apple store. So that puts Apple in a position where they have to take action, because if they didn't take action, then you'd see lots of other companies basically just take the mick and break these little policies that they have. And yeah, so they had to be seen to be making a decision and to do something, because whichever way you look at it, Epic has broken the rules. So
Yeah.
let me
That those jewels are unjustified, though,
The what?
are overbearing. Are the rules? What the heck, Paper? Are you okay, bro?
I am thinking. No, I was working, but honestly, guys, of easy opinion. First of all, they probably already knew it. You can say that
Well,
that's
that's
a little bit
inconvenience.
unfair. But is that really unfair? Honestly, I have a platform that I actually give you access to. I have a shit load of people that are coming to this platform, and you can
Is
put
it a
your product
lawnmower
in-
outside?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That is
I'm
true.
so
I'm
sorry.
on Cypher's opinion here.
Uh-huh. Well, I think the interesting thing is that, well, they wanted the lawsuit, right? Like they did it on purpose, and I think they
Oh, for
know
sure.
they're not going to win it because they
What
like.
I don't agree with you. I don't agree at all with you. These lawsuit, how can you say that they are not going to win it?
No, I'm saying they went in it without personal gain. Like they don't. Like if you look at
There
the
is an incredible personal gain. Do you know what is the personal gain?
like
Imagine
exposure.
a lawsuit like this, okay? Right now, Google and I think even Apple are actually in front of the Congress explaining that they are not a monopoly, okay? Now you have another lawsuit that is coming, a big one, in which they basically say, if we want to actually be on your platform, we are forced to give you 30% of our money. So I can't give you the download to Fortnite if you are iOS, outside iOS apps. I can't. So I am forced to actually go on your app. That's a monopoly at all. And if they actually lose even one single cause, okay, they are fucked, because it will be the same for everyone, and they will be forced to actually create a sort of a personalized contract with every single partner. So, for example, if you see that Fortnite is very big, you can actually go and say, okay, we will not do 30%, we'll go maybe with 15, 10%, because you are like a big one, etc. But right now they can't do that because they're like, that's our platform, we do what we want, if you don't want to, go away. That's why they started all of this bangale, okay?
That's true. The thing is, I think personally, definitely, like, look, you were saying, Epic has everything to win in a sense of, right now they lose about 30%, right, of whatever they're earning.
Yeah.
If they win this, they will. If their win would be force the government to force Apple to, or Google Play Store, but more specifically Apple, to allow Epic Store to be another app store in your phone, and do it just as easy as any other app that you install. My issue with that is, well, quite a few. One, it's a sneaky, I think, little bitchy way of doing it. But because Apple owns less than 20% of the mobile market share, so calling it a monopoly, it's like, I think it's a far-fetched idea. Google owns 80%. Thing is, Google allows for third-party stores, not in an easy way, but enough that you can do it without much technical savviness. It'll tell you, this is dangerous. Do you sure want to do this? And you're like, sure, I'll do it. Or maybe you're an average consumer. Virus, right? And you're like, chill, bro.
Right.
So I do agree that maybe Google's way of doing it's a little on the iffy side. But at the same time, isn't that capitalism? Isn't that the American dream? You build something and you get to keep it, and if it's good, it works, and if it's not, it's not. And so I feel like Epic is trying to piggyback in a cheap way and get Big Brother to be like, hey, I don't want to build one of these. It's hard. I make what, 5-10 billion a year? I don't want to invest in one of these. Microsoft tried, so I would like you to force them to let me in. That's the way I see it.
That is basically yes.
Right. And well, what I don't think I came across what I said earlier the right way. I didn't mean like they're. What I meant was they're not caring too much about Fortnite. I think they realized Fortnite can't go on forever, right? Like, it's making them a shitload of money right now, but it's not going to be around forever. Like, they can't put all their eggs in one basket. So they're trying to force with that lawsuit, they're trying to force their way with their own store in it so that then they can have another thing to, like, branch out.
Oh, that's true. Like definitely, that's
what I meant. Like, it's not
don't.
all about Fortnite, keeping Fortnite in an app store or getting their transaction from Fortnite. It's more of opening the doors for their own Epic Game Store. Because what else does Epic have? Like, they have Fortnite, but that's not much known for after, huh?
There is definitely more to it, because if you think about it, why did they already have the video ready? Okay, why the video was already? Because the idea is not just, okay, I want to actually find a way to survive after Fortnite. The idea was we have an incredible amount of people on Fortnite. So what can we do? We can actually create a massive social bomb. And that's what it was. Like, they needed people on social to actually support this situation. Like, that's totally Apple and Google fault. That's like, we are the small guy that is being exploited. That's the idea that they want. Is great.
Right.
Yep, pretty much. And all the little kids. Oh man, I can't play it on my phone.
Yeah, daddy, you are a senator. Please kick their ass. I want to play Fortnite more. That's basically the idea.
Like, God, shut up.
I think the Epic, they did a pretty decent job when they came out with the Epic Game Store, like competing with like Steam and other competitors, and they're still charging for other developers to have their games in their Epic Game Store. But I heard they're doing it in a bit more lenient way, like cheaper, making it more
I think it's
tasty for developers.
I think they keep 15%.
Yeah, to put those things in there. I think if this all goes the way Epic planned and they are able to put their own Epic Game Store out there, I think they're just trying to get like ahead of the curve. Like, then now they're competing with like Steam and everyone else. But if they can make it onto mobile before Steam and everyone else can, then they have a good like head start.
Oh, that's true.
I think the lawsuit and everything, I'm sure they've worked on the Epic Game Store for mobile and they have it ready to launch. And they planned the lawsuit. They filed the lawsuit, an hour after they broke contract? So it's
a 64-page lawsuit.
Yeah, you don't write that on the bathroom break on your phone real quick. It was already, they let them in the lawsuit. They knew the lawsuit. They kind of know probably how it's going to play out. And they have their Epic Game Store ready the second it goes through the way they want it to launch Epic Game Store and be ahead of Steam. And it's going to open up for everyone, right? Not just for Epic. Steam will be able to join too. But they will be ahead.
Tim Sweeney, for those who don't know, he's the CEO of Epic. And he was emailing Apple trying to get a special deal and ahead of time, and they declined him. Mm-hmm. They told him no. It would break the immersion, the App Store as the vision that we have it. For example, I'm a big privacy advocate. Apple with iOS 14 will make it so that as anyone that wants to put an app in the App Store has to have an easy to read privacy policy, mm-hmm. plus where your data goes and to who it goes. If you want, and you can just tap it and it'll tell you third vendors, your data will go to third vendors if you use this app. And it can list them if they allow them. It's not required, I think. It just says you have to say. Mm-hmm. For me personally, if I didn't like Apple, I would go to Google. And Google has so much variety that I could do that, I feel like.
Wait, you like Apple?
Bias. That's why I stick with Apple's privacy and their infrastructure, because I like that it provides what I need under the terms that I agree with. If I didn't, I'd take my money somewhere else. Yeah. What Epic is doing is literally breaking. It's weakening that infrastructure, in my opinion. Because remember your grandma. Oh, the app you want, grandma. Epic has an exclusivity deal on it that you have to go to their app store, which we don't know if the APIs are, valid. They might be buggy in this and crap.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go through Apple support. You have to go through Epic support.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? Like where it gets messy, where's the warranty? Where's the customer service?
So what do you think?
Yes.
So if, let's say, like, this all goes through, Epic can put their game store on mobile and whatnot. What I don't really understand is other platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, they're still doing the same thing. They're still charging Apple 20-30% of any in-game purchase for having that game available in the PlayStation, the Xbox store, whatsoever. And I mean, they're focusing on Apple because mobile gaming is becoming bigger and it's probably going to make more money in the long run. But will this lawsuit also open up discussion for console? Because in essence, I feel like it's the same thing. Then Apple is holding all, like, if they put Fortnite into the Apple store, then Apple gets the cut. But if they put it on the PlayStation store, PlayStation gets the cut. It's like console versus mobile, but I feel like if you want to make it fair, you need to make it fair across the whole board.
The thing is, Team Sweeney's been asked on the... Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, tell, don't worry.
So, Team Sweeney is saying on Twitter, because that's where he's literally going all over the place, Apple and Google have said one thing or two, that's it. Team Sweeney is like, kids, don't forget, we're relevant. Tweet it, retweet, hashtag. And so, the thing is, he said that consoles, they sell hardware at a cut, at a loss, which it is true for the first year or two, and then it becomes nothing to make them, really, mass produce them and all that stuff.
Well, they're on the market for like 5+ years. Like, yeah,
you're right there. Like Apple and Google are making phones every 12 months, researching and developing. The consoles, 5+ years.
So that's the point. That's the point, guys. If you imagine, it's like you are opening a small business on the coast in front of the sea, okay? What is the cost of you putting yourself in there selling stuff? That's basically zero. If you want to actually sell in a shopping center, you have to spend a lot more. And that's the same between developing a, like, I would say stupid, but the idea is that developing has a cost, but when you actually develop the product, that's it. Like, you don't really have any other costs, or at least you don't have all of the big costs behind you.
Right.
For Fortnite, you have the story developers, fine, that's it. You have the skins, that's it. But after that, you don't really have like the console, the production, the structure, the transport. You don't have all of that part of the logistics of the development, and that's it. So we are comparing two things. It's like comparing this to this. Like, they are totally different for different users. So it's normal that they ask 30% for like consoles. Plus, consoles stay relevant for a long time, at least 4, 5, 6 years. And cell phones, they are not that relevant. Like 1 year, maybe 2. If you are into Apple, you change it every single freaking year. So
I don't know if I fully understand how you mean they're completely different. Because I mean, from
the entry level is totally freaking different. If I want to sell on Apple Store, I just have to like do the request, and I don't really have to pay big amount of money. If I want to actually enter in the console world, I have to invest a shitload in the development team. I have to ask the certificate and the license to actually create games for PlayStation and Xbox 2, and that license costs more than 200,000 euros, if I remember well. So that is absolutely a different world.
That's where I think Epic's argument crumbles, because Apple, yes, takes a 30%, but it's kind of like Walmart or any supermarket. They say, this is how much it costs. We'll provide the building, the platform, the parking lot, and you just have to follow our rules and follow them, right?
By the way, Walmart is being considered a real monopoly, and they have other lawsuits on Monopoly too. So I wouldn't actually compare them to Walmart, honestly.
That is, as long as it's not Amazon. I think Walmart. I pick Walmart because Amazon is a more murky one than Walmart right now. But that is true. Walmart bought in my local country. They bought both of the only biggest food markets in Guatemala. So now they own more than 70% of all the markets in Guatemala. So they're a monopoly in Guatemala for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I sent you guys in the chat. It's IGN's game retailer cuts, and it just shows how everyone takes practically 30% on everything.
Right.
That's normal.
Which-
I mean, I give you the place to actually earn money. I want a share. If I created a shopping center, if I build it,
Mm-hmm.
if I actually find a way to make people come to my shopping center and you buy only a freaking shop in my center,
Mhm.
I expect you to pay me for that service.
So that
And-
would bring it. Do you guys think the 30% is too high, or you think it should be lower?
Well, that's
I'm-
too hard of a question.
I think that
It's hard to answer.
depends. I mean, 30% seems to be like about the norm, right? So like the average what like all other stores or all other platforms are charging. So if it's too high, I guess not in the sense because everyone else is doing it. I guess besides Epic with their own store, but I guess it depends on the company. If you know,
I think it
it's
depends
a
on the model of
difficult
the company.
it's a difficult question. But I agree on what Cypher said. Like if you are providing, going back to the shopping mall, the building, and I mean you're not just providing the building. You're paying like the bills. You're paying the staff. Like if you have like an info desk or something like that, you're doing that. If people come in with questions, you know, then your staff is answering those questions to where to find a store or
Security,
something like that.
Cleaning
Reputation
service
of the platform.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like maintenance, all these things. And that's what Apple is doing. I mean, they have their support, they're handling the transactions, and they're keeping the App Store up to date and everything.
And then the development, Cypher said it. There's one point I dived into it when I did back in college. I did iOS development, and compared to the equivalent of developing, like Cypher said, for a console or developing for Android or iOS, iOS literally spoon feeds you all the tools you need. The coding, the platform, the UI, the developer support, all of it is given to you. And yes, you have to follow certain guidelines, but it's a stable, efficient platform
They
compared
really
to,
babysit you. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like $100 a year, and that's it. $100, and you get to use it all. All their resources, everything, their guides. They even have like classes that they do for you.
Yeah.
And so all that's not free. They don't run ads. Apple's not an ad into the ad business like Google and the
Yeah.
other, like even Xbox is at points. You know, they'll sell.
Not for their
all the
services,
information.
just for their products. Yes.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
a product
100%.
service company.
Yeah.
And so that's where I'm like, Epic, in this circumstance, I don't think they're going for the young man, like the young developer. I don't think they're for the small guy. They're just making it look like it is.
They really probably wanted to do a simple thing. They want, due to the fact that right now Google and Apple are in this big lawsuit for the monopoly thing, they probably want to create enough noise on the market to actually change or at least force the decision that these stores, this global indexing system of apps are monopolies. So they will force probably Google and Apple to remove those stores, like the pre-installed stores, okay, on your mobile phone, and you will be free to actually choose what you want.
Whatever story.
Or they will be forced to actually put every one of them, okay?
Every store in there.
Something like that. Yeah, that's the idea. So that's probably what they want, because if they can actually force this kind of decision, they can actually put their app too.
Right. And
they
I think
can create a market for that.
Imagine, and then if Apple and Google break, then I think the consoles are next. Team Sweeney right now says no, because I think it would turn. It's kind of like saying, I'm just fighting these two guys because I want Microsoft, which we just became friends with the HoloLens Unreal Engine license. Nintendo announced a year or two ago that Unreal Engine is our preferred platform to develop on. So we're buddies. Sony invested $250 million into Unreal Engine 5, which makes him a 1.7-ish owner of our company. So we don't want to piss them off.
right.
They can be happy. But Apple and Google, we're pointing fingers at you. 5 years from now, Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, come on, guys. 30%, too much. Let us put our store inside your console. You see where I'm heading with this?
That's actually a good point, Maybe there is actually a third possibility. The third possibility may actually be that, okay, this is a monopoly. That's in fact a monopoly. So every single store of this kind online should at max have, 10%, 15% for everyone. So no special deals, like a standard actual pricing. That can actually be a decision. Yeah, definitely. And that's actually the reasonable one.
And I think
Yes.
I agree with what
We
you
have
said.
5 minutes, boys.
5 minutes. What you said, Cypher. Like that's what they want. They want that everyone can put their store on whatever device they want. And that's where I think they have their store ready. So as the second that goes through, their store will be online.
Oh yeah.
And
I think 24
then
hours.
other companies that maybe didn't see this coming, Steam or something, will be X amount of time behind because they still have to develop the store or finalize it, switch it over. I don't know how difficult that is to switch a store from PC or to mobile. But I think
know
Epic,
Steam's a little slow.
yeah, but I think like Epic has been working on it for quite a while, and they have at least one version ready to roll out whenever that happens.
Yeah, it's in their computer. It's being tested on their private, developer phones and
Is
crap.
Steam really behind? Because I don't think so. Steam forces you to actually download the Steam Authenticator on your phone. If they actually updated the Steam Authenticator with the actual
With the
Steam
store?
mobile version.
I mean, Steam, the thing with Steam, what I'm saying is, I think they have the catalog. It's just, what the fuck? Why is the assistant keeps getting turned on? But what I'm saying is, I think Epic, even being in there, I think they'd be a couple weeks early, and that's still enough to get momentum. Plus, all the children and whatnot. But have you used the actual store on this thing? The actual Steam app, besides the
Yeah.
authenticator?
No, just the
Yeah.
authenticator.
Besides the authenticators, it's like a clunky, slow.
It doesn't look good.
sluggish.
It doesn't feel good. It's not
Yeah.
natural. It's a hassle. Even the authenticator is a hassle. I usually don't even unlock the screen. When it pops up, I just look at my phone and type in the code and put it down again. Usually I don't even unlock the
Exactly.
phone. It's clunky. It is not smooth at all.
If you open the Play Store or the App Store, or even the Amazon app, it's a lot smoother than the Steam app. It just feels mobile friendly. And so I think that's where Epic has the advantage over Steam, at least for the first.
They didn't change the user experience in 2 years, I think, even more probably on that authenticator.
I have one
Yeah, even
last
though-
controversial.
Haven't had to, have they?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm just saying, Steam haven't had to update it because they're not using their app for
Anything.
the way
really.
That's the
Epic are
problem,
going
Steve.
to.
They don't really care.
Yeah.
Exactly, but
It's-
once Epic gets in there, though,
Oh yeah, they will.
Then-
They will get on it.
That will be
Yeah.
just like Mixer entering versus
Yeah.
Twitch. That will be the same fucking shit. They will end up doing bullshit.
But the last question I had was, so Epic knows they can't do it themselves, right? So they're filing a lawsuit. They're turning to the government to like hold their hand and walk them through this, and they go to the government to get what they want because they can't get the candy themselves. And
Exactly.
so, but the government, and no offense to them, you think whatever you want, But there are people, they're like 60 plus years old, they have zero idea of what is going on. They get the questions made by their interns. They ask the questions, but they don't even understand the question or the answer given. So how effective do you think, or do you think when it comes to technology lawsuits, there should actually be someone in charge that at least can understand the questions?
Well, tell that to Italian politicians. Come on. Come on, honestly. Imagine a person, as you said, that have no knowledge at all about informatics and this kind of stuff, about online shops. I see that you are actually asking 30% to everyone. That's a monopoly. No. That's it. That's like they see this as a normal company.
So do you think? So for Epic, it's an advantage that the people, the government apps, has zero idea what's going on.
It's the same situation as when the basically, USA administration was asking to Mark Zuckerberg about GDPR and data. Like, they don't understand basically shit about that, but they have to ask this kind of stuff. And he was like, how can I actually explain to these retardeds what it is? Because they have no technical knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah. But I think in the future it needs to change. Like, at least it seems so stupid. Like, if you really want to make such a big decision, you want to make it fair. I don't know. Have the intern debate it out or something. But like,
again, that's the same as Italian politics. We have a minister of schools of instruction that doesn't have the middle school. Doesn't even have the middle school certificate. I don't speak about university. I speak about middle school. That's the same freaking situation. The economical minister doesn't have a degree in economics nor any economical business experience. Okay, fine.
He's calling the shots, dude.
That's
the point.
That's
I agree, guys. But we have to think that we live in a democratic world, and not always democracy is fair and right.
Yeah, it's true.
That's not what is for us. So to wrap it up, guys, in a nutshell, I think our opinions are pretty much there. So I wanted to wrap it up with a simple bit. I don't know. Finalize, Jaybird, tell me final thoughts on the Epic versus Apple. 2 points. Go ahead. Open your mind.
It might get a bit messy in the coming weeks. It could influence the likes of Steam, Origin, and these other third-party game clients to then go and try and flood the mobile market. Or you could see Epic get a hefty fine, which I'm expecting anyway, and
for false accusations on
the end, I think that's a good point to end it on. Apple, I think Epic here though, either way they win. I don't think they lose. There's really no scenario
just
almost
with the exposure they already got for everything.
Yeah, look, it got me back to playing Fortnite. I quit playing and I actually started playing after this.
Like we lost one.
And so I actually got the tournament, guys. I got the Tim Cook skin. It's coming. I got it. I got enough points to get it. So that's good. So anyway, leave us in the comment section below. So social medias too. Links in the description. Every video will be on the website and on YouTube channels of everyone here. And you can comment, share, #FreeFortnite, #FreeTimCook. You tell us. But anyway, Stream Lab Academy.
Sounds good.
We're out.